4 muscles before we even start. Whenever you're looking at the muscles, look at the way the fibers run, because that's going to help you with the actions. Okay?
Okay.
Muscles can only pull. Muscles cannot push. I could push you, but that's because my tricep brachii are pulling and extending my forearm. Muscles can't push. Cool? 99% of the time they pull distal to proximal or back towards the midline. If it goes over one joint, that's the joint that that's on.
Okay.
If it goes over 2 joints, the primary action is the distal joint. Okay? The primary action. Like this muscle starts up here and ends below your knee. It has something to do with the flexion of the hip, but the primary action would be that this only has this much muscle. From here to here is this much muscle. So that's primary. Make sense?
So the distalmost joint is its primary action.
Primary. But you can put down either, but I want you to understand that this one is primary. Okay, in the front you have a set of 4 muscles, hence the name quadriceps. Whenever you hear the word rectus, it means straight down the middle. This muscle runs straight down the middle of your femur, hence the name rectus femoris. You have another muscle. It's so vast, it's really 3 muscles. It's so vast it goes from the medial side to the lateral side. Okay? Vastus medialis, vastus lateralis, deep to the rectus femoris is the vastus intermedius. Cool? Fine. These muscles start above the hip, but they end below the knee. Where's the primary action? The knee. They muscles only pull. They pull distal to proximal. What do you think the action of all 3 of those are?
Bend the knee.
Nope.
Oh wait.
Extend. Did you say extend or bend?
Oh, I said bend.
Yeah, it's extend. It's like pulling the string. Okay? Cool? Antagonistic to these would be your hamstrings. Okay? 90% of the time. Antagonistic usually goes to the other side. It does the opposite. These are your hamstrings. Can't tell by this model, but you have a 2-headed muscle here that runs over the femur. What's a 2-headed muscle? Bicep. What's a 2-headed muscle that runs over the femur? Bicep femoris. Okay? Now you have a muscle that's semitendinosus and semimembranosus. Semitendon, one's a little more tendon, one's a little more muscle. Think of the T in tendinosus for top. Semitendinosus is on top of the semimembranosus. And you could also see the semimembranosus here. It runs deep to the semitendinosus. Cool? Muscles can only pull distal to proximal. What's the action? What's the action of these muscles?
Bend your knee.
Extend.
You can't say flex.
Yeah, flex.
Extend.
Comes to
Flexion.
our world. That you have to, if you're talking to a doctor, he doesn't want to hear bend.
I just like Game of Thrones too much, and then saying bend.
Okay? Now everything on the inside of your thigh are adductors. See this muscle coming up right to the groin, jaw for groin? This muscle makes you very graceful. Gracilis. Now you have a big muscle that helps you adduct. Hence the name adductor magnus. You could see it here. You could see it here. This muscle is a lot bigger than what you could see on this muscle, okay? Because it's deep to everything. This here is your iliopsoas. I'm going to go over that with you when we do the torso. Antagonistic to these. Before we get to that, what's the big butt?
Gluteus maximus.
Gluteus maximus. Muscles that are antagonistic to those adductors would be the abductors. That's your gluteus medius. That's the middle size bone. Okay? And this one here is called the tensor fascia latae. Okay? You have a very tense day. You go to a fashionable coffee shop and you order a latte.
Which one is that?
You had such a tense day, you sit down, right there, tensor fascia latte. Cool? But you notice the fibers are running to the outside. So if you pull it, what's it gonna do?
It's gonna
Extend.
abduct.
If a person is abducted, they're taken away.
Yep.
Okay? Last one that we need to know up here, the longest muscle in your body, right here. This is called the sartorius. In the old day, the tailor would sit like this, and that's the action that this muscle does. And the cloth, they would put the cloth over their leg, and if you had sartorial skills, you were a tailor. Hence the name sartorius. They used to be the tailor muscle. Cool? Remember the anterior superior iliac spine? On the front of the ilium. It's all the way up here. You have the two spines. That's why this one starts up there, doesn't end till the medial side of the tibia. That's a long muscle. Okay, what bone is that?
Tibia.
What would you call a muscle anterior to the tibia? I just gave you the answer.
The soleus.
Tibialis anterior. Okay, tibialis anterior. Look at the fibers, pulls distal to proximal. Now this is the back of your foot. Any action on either side when it comes to your foot is flexion. But this is flexing towards the back, dorsiflexion. Okay? Antagonistic. Come to this side. This muscle right here, the first anatomist thought it looked like a stomach, hence the name gastro or gastrocnemius. Nemius means name of, gastro, stomach. Cool? And on either side, you could see it here. You could also see it here. And you see how these run down to the sole of your foot? Soleus. Cool? They both have the same action. So when you plant your foot and keep going up on your toe,
So is this one?
yep, it's still it's that muscle. You see how it's same, all one? I'm too lazy to take that off.
Okay.
Okay, so you put your foot down, this will pull, and it will plantar flex. You're done.
All right.
Thank you.